Hello everyone, I'm Lord Ramirez, and today I'm going to be doing a review of one of my first sabers. This is the Dark Sentenel LE V4. It's a really nice blade. It's actually, I really do like this blade. A couple of things about it, its features. I did get it with a Covertec clip. That's one thing that I like. I do a lot of cosplay, as you can tell. And I like wearing my belt. And I just take the blade out. I have a sling. I just put that in the back, clip the saber on, and I'm good to go. I did get it with an AV black switch. It's non-illuminated, kind of blends in with the rest of it. I tend to like the AV switches over the guarded switch. The guarded switch, it just doesn't make it look as much like a true lightsaber, in my opinion. One of the other things you want to note about this is it has 2 choke points. So not only do I get, I don't want to have something that just feels like a straight just tube. By getting those 2 separate choke points, I can either use it one hand, let it get a little more weight into the pommel when I'm doing different stuff with one hand. That's very nice. If I want a little more reach dueling, a little trick, is you can use that second choke point. You get a little more range. I can almost get to the camera from here. If I drop it back, I'm not quite so far. It's that little bit of an edge that can give you a touch if you're actually dueling with your sabers. I got it with the windows. I think once we fire this up, you're going to really see that. You're going to really appreciate seeing that light through. It does make it look more like a lightsaber. And I've heard other people on other forums say, well, sometimes these look like flashlights. That definitely makes it look like a lightsaber. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and fire this up. For those of you that are curious, I do have in here the Obsidian V4 soundboard. The font I have in here is not one you get stock. It's from the forums. This is the Darth Vader font. And if you're interested in loading that onto your saber, you can go to the forums, go to the Obsidian order group, and you can look up that Darth Vader font. So, without any further ado, look at that color. Now this is a ultra edge blade, and the red goes pretty much all the way through to the tip. Very nice. And that sounds pretty powerful. Let's have a clash. And I'm going to do you one favor. I'm going to turn this over to my favorite font on here, which is the Dark Tron. Once again, you can get it on the forums. I will go ahead and load that.
The dark side of the force. Confirmed.
As you can hear, it's very loud. It's going to make a screech. Should do it right about now. I love just walking around with that one, but as you can see, this moves very fast. So I really do like that sound font. It's called Dark Tron. Once again, you can go to the forums, you can get that, and you can load it onto your lightsaber. If you're doing dark side characters, really great. I do like, as I said, the choke points on this. Having 2 gives it a one-hand option, an extended one-hand option, a really solid placement for 2 hands. And I really do like that about this saber. Not as heavy as some of the higher end sabers, but that's a good thing. It does give you a lot more speed when you're dueling, and this is one of my dueling blades. So I definitely, if I want to get speed, if I'm doing a style that requires speed, this is my go-to. So I hope you enjoyed this this review very much, and I'll see you guys in the forums.